Hey guys, how's it going? Today, Behavior has released 4.6.0 PTB public test build, and with it are a bunch of new features like the new killer and the new survivor, as well as some bug fixes and content changes for us to test on the PTB. Now, this will be released in the official 4.6.0 chapter, which should be sometime mid-March. We're thinking March 19th based upon some of the teasers, but we'll see as we go. So for those of you who hate to read, we're going to go ahead and read these patch notes for you. Features: add a new killer, the Trickster. Added a new survivor, Yun-jin Lee. Added a setting to change the privacy of the party. Added the chat filter feature. Added an error message when a user fails to add a friend because he has too many friends. I'm not even gonna get into that. Content: the Blight. Finally, it has arrived. Adjusted his first person animations and camera position to be higher up. Reworked the collision detection for his power. It should now be consistent with basic attack obstruction and no longer result in sliding off various surfaces. Now, this is a little misleading because on the PTB, you're just going to run face first into something. You're still going to slide off of those surfaces. It says here specifically, it should be consistent with basic attack obstruction. Now, what this really means is whatever your basic attack would normally hit, you're going to be able to bounce off of. So the picnic tables and other stuff you used to slide off of, you're going to have to be facing straight down in order to hit it, because that's how your M1 attack is going to hit the actual table rather than whiff over it in the air. So keep in mind, if you're going to be playing Blight, yes, he's got a higher POV and he's not going to slide off things, but you have to be aiming at the things that you don't want to slide off of. The Wraith. Now here's one I wasn't expecting. Increased his cloaked move speed. I think he is now at 150. Did I do that right? Yeah, 150. I think he's 6 meters per second while cloaked. Decreased his move speed while uncloaking. Reduced the windstorm add-on move speed bonuses to compensate for the above speed changes. Now, I don't know what exactly that means as far as percentage goes, but if we figure it out, we'll let you know. And then remove the uncloaking move speed penalties from the windstorm add-ons. Now, to my knowledge, the actual add-on itself doesn't reflect this change as far as verbiage, so it's still going to look like it's going to read the same as it used to. Accessibility. Something everybody has asked for a while. Colorblind modes have been added and can be accessed via the options menu. Perk: Decisive Strike now deactivates when performing certain actions that are not part of evading the killer. Everything except blockers, basically. HUD: increased the visibility and size of the negative status effect timer fill. Made adjustments to the player's status timer bar to be more accurate and added back the glows to indicate when the timer bar is paused or requires attention. Sorry, I'm trying not to yawn. Improved performance. So, however, on the PTB, you're going to notice a huge lack of performance, where a lot of times you're going to be at 30 FPS or 4 FPS or 260 FPS. So keep that in mind. Menus. Updated the accept and cancel buttons on friend and group requests to have a greater visual difference. I think they're still on the wrong sides, but we digress. Visual updates. Visual update for the main lobby, store, and tally. All right, now we have bug fixes. Fixed a crash in the initial interaction screen. Fixed a crash in the play as killer lobby that could occur when repeatedly holding the ready button to cancel the search. Fixed an issue that prevented killers to drop on top of the chairs in Ormond Chalet. Fixed an issue that could cause a crash when using Victor to pounce on the survivor as they exit the trial. Fixed an issue that could cause Victor to stay stuck inside the hills unique to the Red Forest maps. Fixed an issue that caused the infected VFX behind the survivor icon to not be fully completed when the survivor is affected by broken status effect. Fixed an issue that could cause survivors to remain standing until they move when down by deep wound status. Fixed an issue that caused killers and survivors to be seen floating in certain spots on hills in asylum maps. Fixed an issue that caused the survivor's health bar to no longer flash when their timer is paused. Fixed an issue that could cause the Trail of Punishment of the Damned sound effect to keep playing even if no trails were left behind. Fixed an issue that caused survivors to not stay on the ground after dying status animation has occurred. Fixed an issue that could cause players to spawn inside a collision, therefore not being able to move when loading into the Dead Dog Saloon map. Fixed an issue that could prevent repairing a generator from the light post side in Grim Pantry. Fixed an issue that could prevent survivor health bars from being visually accurate. Bar would appear empty before survivor dies. I've seen that many times, so hopefully that stays in and actually looks good. Fixed an issue that caused the item's icon on the ground to overlap with the progress bar when equipped with some specific items, only if the in-game HUD scale is 85% or lower. Now on the Switch, you guys got some special things. Fixed an issue where selecting an archive cinematic would briefly play a few frames of the last previously viewed cinematic. Fixed a crash that may occur when holding both buttons to switch between survivors and spectator mode. And then for the Stadia, they fixed an issue with the UI prompt showing for a wrong platform when using a keyboard and a controller. Now, known issues that are currently in the PTB. Victor can get stuck in basement hook and cannot pounce on survivors, so he hooks himself. The nurse may become unable to do any actions after a blink grab. Survivors do not generate killer instinct when interacting with the Demogorgon's portal. Survivors will clip inside the environment or float during some interactions. Survivors do not look back smoothly when crouching near a wall or asset. Hex Ruin does not automatically regress generators, so if you're going to play the PTB, Hex Ruin's broken. Because why not? Projectiles go through pallets. Because why not? Oni's sword Yamaoka blade appears to stretch erratically from a distance. And finally, ammo items in lockers do not spawn unless the Trickster is present in a match. When playing as other killers, the locker is empty. So now you're only going to see the Trickster's knives. If you're playing Huntress, you won't see the hatchet. So there you go. These are all of the info for the PTB. We're going to see what happens when they actually launch the mid chapter in mid-March, and we'll see what they fixed, what they've changed, and what they've added. Now I figure I'd give you guys a little bit of a treat. I'm going to send you off to the Mori for the new killer, the Trickster. Stay safe out there.
간다. 감사합니다.